3 Cs. 12 European countries. 111 million people. And one platform with a mission to connect them all. The 3 Cs Initiative, with future-proof investments and global strategic partners. The 3 Cs Initiative opens opportunities to disrupt and shape the future economy and to foster cross-border cooperation in the fields of energy, transport, and digital infrastructure. The 3 Cs region has already become the frontrunner in economic growth in Europe, making it especially exciting and rich in prospects. As one of the 3 Cs countries, Latvia is on a mission to become the headquarters of sustainable innovations. We invite all decision makers, investors, authorities, and entrepreneurs to join our cause at the 3 Cs Initiative Summit and Business Forum in Riga on the 20th and 21st of June.
Dear friends, I'm delighted to host the 7th 3 Cs Initiative Summit and Business Forum in Riga, Latvia, by the Baltic Sea in Northern Europe, gathering leaders from 12 European Union member states, as well as more than 500 entrepreneurs and over 100 journalists. In the current geopolitical situation, it is vital to show the rest of the world our region's capability and potential. I trust that Riga will be the springboard for future development of cross-border infrastructure in the energy, in transport, and in digital sectors, linking North and South of Europe. It is my belief that cooperation between the 3 Cs countries and their partners will result in Europe that is more resilient, more united, and more globally competitive. I look forward to seeing you in Riga at the 3 Cs Initiative Summit and Business Forum.
Yes, I hope. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for your invitation. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Що ми робимо далі? Йдемо далі? Yes.
Just in English, yeah?
Yeah, I will translate.
Thank you. So the question is, what kind of support do you expect from this summit for Ukraine?
Доброго дня, шановні колеги. Знаєте, ми сьогодні отримуємо максимум задоволення від того, що сьогодні присутні. Маємо честь представляти сьогодні президента, парламент і уряд, як керівник делегації Олена Кондратюк, віце-спікерка українського парламенту.
It's a great pleasure to be today in Latvia, in Riga, and to be on the top of Ukrainian delegation representing President, Parliament and Ukrainian government.
І для нас сьогодні дуже важливо є те, як Україна може стати повноправним партнером якраз країн Європейського Союзу, які входять до саміту сьогоднішнього Триморя.
So we are looking to get the status of full-scale member of the Three Seas initiative in the scale context of Ukrainian integration into European Union.
Особливо напередодні якраз саміту Європейського Союзу, де ми очікуємо вже отримати статус кандидата до Європейського Союзу.
So you might know that in a couple of days we expect to get the status of the candidate to European Union. So that's why the participation in today's event is very important for us.
І, звичайно, для нас сьогодні дуже важливо буде говорити багато про підтримку України якраз в відбудові післявоєнній. І ми дуже очікуємо якраз на ті проекти, розвиток тих проєктів, великих інфраструктурних проєктів, які якраз проводять країни Триморя.
So we are very interested to become the participant of the project in the scope of Three Seas Initiative, and we will invite today members of the Three Seas Initiative to participate in the reconstruction of Ukraine after the war will be finished.
Thank you. Thank you. Дякую. Дякую.
Please, you can say hello to the president.
Just wait for a while.
A very quick hello because we're waiting. A quick picture.
Yeah, expecting a message of
Ambassador?
She was very sorry she couldn't attend in person, but really recognises this is a crucial moment.
Where's the phone?
Mr. President.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. Excuse me. Excuse me. There you go. To the left, to the left. Pavisam īsi sasveicināšanās ar prezidentu un tad...
Jā, labdien, prieks būt šeit Trīs jūru samitā. Trīs jūru samits tradicionāli nodarbojas ar jautājumiem, kas saistīti faktiski ar Eiropas Savienības ziemeļdienvidu savienojumiem, gan infrastruktūras, gan enerģijas jomā, gan kontekstā ar ekonomikas zaļo un digitālo transformāciju. Protams, šogad īpaši šis aktuāls jautājums ir enerģētikas jomā saistībā ar Krievijas agresiju Ukrainā, kādā veidā mēs pārveidojam savas enerģijas struktūras un infrastruktūru tā, lai maksimāli ātri mazinātu atkarību no Krievijas fosiliem energoresursiem. Un, protams, prieks, ka šajā Trīsjūras samitā kaut arī attālināti, bet piedalīsies arī prezidents Zeļenskis. Līdz ar to varēsim diskutēt arī, kā arī caur Trīsjūru šo iniciatīvu atbalstīt Ukrainu šajā sarežģītajā situācijā.
Kāds konkrēts piedāvājums Ukrainai no Eiropas Savienības puses arī šoreiz?
Jā, no Eiropas Savienības puses tātad mēs esam jau un pašreiz mēs no Eiropas komisijas puses gatavojam jaunu programmu 9 miljārdu eiro apmērā. Un tas ir papildus dažādiem citiem palīdzības instrumentiem, gan humanitārai palīdzībai, gan militārai palīdzībai, kas tiek sniegta. Un, protams, ilgākā termiņā būs jārunā par Ukrainas rekonstrukcijas plāniem. Paldies!
Heute ist der längste Tag des Jahres und wir verfolgen das ganz besonders. Ja, gerne. Ja. Morgen kommt ihr. Ja. Wenn die Kirche eben aus der Luft gesehen. Ja, die anderen sind schon da. Ja. Wenn die Kirche eben aus der Luft gesehen. Ja, ja. Die anderen sind schon da? Ah, ja. afternoon. Yeah, Mr. President. Yeah, Excellency, how are you? Yeah, thank you. Nice to be Good afternoon.
Very short, Mr. President.
President, congratulations. Nice conference.
And that was thank you for the good message of the Prime Minister.
I hope that the Prime Minister could come here.
Thank you very much.
President, please, Annette, please.
Yeah. Good to see you. Yeah, yeah, the birds, yeah, nice to meet you here, yeah. I think it's a good weather and I often a very good conditions. Thank you so much. Where should I go? Yeah, okay.
President handshake, and then we go to the right after that. Okay? Yeah.
President. Yeah. Yes. Thank you for so pleased to be here. Yeah, I think it's a good conference. Heard the rumors about that. But it's secret for the moment. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then thank you.
Short photo, please.
Yes.
Thanks so much. See you soon.
Hello, I'm very pleased to be here at the 3Cs Initiative Summit. I'm here to demonstrate the commitment of the United States to the region, to our partnership with the countries in the region. It's a vital time to show that support given Russia's unprovoked aggression against Ukraine. In the spirit of partnership with the region, I'm pleased that I'll be announcing later today the United States commitment to the 3Cs Initiative Fund. There'll be more details on that later today, but it's in this spirit of partnership that the United States delegation is here to participate in the summit, and I look forward very much to the program. Thanks very much.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
So good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you again. That was fun.
Absolutely. Yes, yes. Excellent.
So,
yes, between the forum and the summit. Everything okay? Everything clear as we planned? Yeah. Thank you very much.
Handshake with the state president, and afterwards we go to the right for the doorstep.
Dzień dobry Państwu. Szanowni Państwo, no, nie będę ukrywał, że jako ten, który wspólnie kiedyś z panią prezydent ówczesną Chorwacji, Kolindą Grabar-Kitarović zainicjował współpracę państw Trójmorza i był uczestnikiem spotkań przywódców Trójmorza od samego początku. Z wielką radością przyjąłem to zaproszenie pana prezydenta i jestem tutaj dzisiaj w Rydze. Cieszę się ogromnie. Podziękowałem przed momentem za, jak widzę, do tej pory piękną organizację tego spotkania głów państw Trójmorza i państw partnerskich. Cieszę się, że za chwilę będziemy dyskutowali o tych najważniejszych tematach. No cóż, proszę Państwa, oczywiście rozwój infrastruktury, czyli kwestia stała, jeżeli chodzi o naszą współpracę w ramach Trójmorza i zacieśnianie więzi pomiędzy nami także w zakresie bezpieczeństwa, przede wszystkim tego energetycznego, ale również i bezpieczeństwa na innych poziomach poza bezpieczeństwem militarnym, gdzie współpracujemy w ramach NATO. To są kwestie niezwykle istotne, ale dzisiaj to przede wszystkim wszystko jest prześwietlone problemem toczącej się wojny na Ukrainie, rosyjskiej agresji na Ukrainę, tego, jak tą agresję rosyjską zatrzymać. Na pewno będziemy dzisiaj o tym bardzo dużo mówili, ale problem, który obok tego rośnie i to nie tylko w przestrzeni tutaj naszej Europy Środkowej, od północy do południa, ale w przestrzeni światowej, to problem potencjalnego kryzysu żywnościowego, który może powstać w związku z tym, że Ukraina przez dziesięciolecia była ogromnym spichlerzem, dostarczycielem zboża, dostarczycielem ziaren słonecznika, oleju słonecznikowego do bardzo wielu krajów na świecie, gdzie w Afryce, choćby Afryce Północnej, te dostawy z Ukrainy sięgały nieraz 80%. Jest pytanie, w jaki sposób zrobić tak, by to ziarno, by te płody rolne, które w tym roku urodzi Ukraina, które rodzi w tej chwili, mogły zostać wyeksportowane z Ukrainy, w jaki sposób otworzyć ku temu drogi, czy my jako państwa Trójmorza jesteśmy w stanie i w jaki sposób przyczynić się do tego, żeby ten eksport był możliwy, żeby to ziarno poszło w świat i żeby ten kryzys żywnościowy był możliwie jak najmniejszy i w jak najmniejszym stopniu dotknął ludzi na całym świecie. O tym także na pewno będziemy dzisiaj bardzo dużo mówili, także mamy przed sobą ważne tematy. Będziemy też dyskutowali o dalszej współpracy państw Trójmorza z Ukrainą, o statusie, który w tym zakresie w przyszłości, od dzisiaj mam nadzieję, będzie miała Ukraina. Dzisiaj rzeczywiście bardzo ważne spotkanie. Cieszę się na nie ogromnie. Dziękuję.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Long journey. Interesting. Okay. Okay. See you.
So long.
It's a pleasure to meet you again. I think we can continue.
I'm sure.
Especially on the issue.
Yes.
Because I think
I will mention it actually now, so I will just say just some words saying that if you want to have more energy independence and also homeless refugees, like 800,000 people, so we really do need financial needs. So thank you for the support. Thank you. See you. Thank you.
handshake, and then we will proceed to the right order.
So, yeah, willkommen in Riga.
Schöne Grüße von der
besondere Gelegenheit, Sie sind ein Wiederwahl.
Ich glaube, wir müssen jetzt los.
Das
Ja.
ist gerade online. Haben Sie einen Testbus? Ja, okay, dann laufen wir einfach durch.
Bin ich der Letzte?
Ja.
Please follow us to the main hall.
Приложим столичку.
So, dear colleagues, welcome in Riga, and we can start with our meeting. Excellencies, all guests and participants, I warmly welcome you here in Riga today for the opening of the 7th 3Cs Initiative Summit, which takes place along with the 4th Бизнес-форум. First, I thank President Radev for his hosting of excellent summit in Bulgaria last year. This year, we could have no better time and place and format to meet than today. On the shores of the Baltic Sea and in the historic Hanseatic town of Riga, which over centuries has a tradition to bring together people, goods, and culture for the prosperity of everyone. The summit is a continuation of a process that began only 6 years ago. Leaders from countries between Baltic, Adriatic, and Black Sea joined forces because of necessity. A necessity that came out of our similar historical experience, our geographic situation, our common European path, and commitment to European values. We, the 12 participating states of the Three Seas Initiative, are all members of the European Union. Most of us are also members of NATO. In many ways, we are fully integrated into the fabric of Europe. Our region is a region of economic growth. The long-term economic growth in our region is significantly higher than in other parts of Europe. The political weight of our region is also growing. Together with other Europeans, we determine what are European interests, what are European values. This has also been clearly shown in the current Russian war against Ukraine. Dear colleagues, the main underlying principle of the Three Seas Initiative is politically inspired. Бизнес-форум is being held concurrently with the summit. Our task is to make the right policy decisions to promote investment in key areas and make our economies resilient and fit for the future. The infrastructure needs of the north-south axis of the European Union are still enormous. Stronger digital, transport, and energy links along this axis are crucial for the cohesion of the European Union. The task of our gathering today is, and tomorrow, is the Бизнес-форум. In the Бизнес-форум is to boost our strengths in the three directions of our cooperation. That means energy, transport, and digital. Our energy connectivity has to be brought into the sharper focus. In the climate change threats have not pushed us to act quickly enough than Russia's war against Ukraine did. The transportation routes within and throughout the Three Seas region creates multiple new opportunities to consolidate our region and accelerate the north and south axis. The high-speed Rail Baltica that will link us with Warsaw and beyond by 2026 is one of a few examples here. The current difficulties with exporting grain following the Black Sea blockade also highlight the rail connectivity improvements still to be made in Europe. The latest digital technologies are of equal importance. Trusted and secure digital connectivity is essential for further growth of our economies, but also critical for our security. Large infrastructure projects need investors. The investment fund was set up only 3 years ago in Riga to pool resources from the participating states. We look forward to further commitments from governments to the fund, as well as rising investment by private entities. We appreciate the close partnership, strategic partnership with Germany, with the United States, and with the European Commission. The transatlantic relationship and the strong European identity are two geopolitical pillars of the Three Seas Initiative. Increased involvement of the US in the region through the investment fund will be a significant boost. Today we will have also opportunity to discuss the possible wider cooperation of the Three Seas region with other like-minded states and organizations in Europe and across the globe. Dear colleagues, let me propose a new underlying principle of the Three Seas region in Europe, democratically activated. The pipelines, turbines, railways, and cables as a material expression of our connectivity. Yet the purpose is to connect and serve the people of our region by extension of all Europe. That is why we must engage the civil society in our countries, help them connect and discover our common interests and common goals. Last month, for the very first time, a 3Cs initiative civil society forum took place in Riga, whose recommendations you will find in the report published today. I will welcome your reflections on the various excellent ideas for improving connectivity, security, and governance in our region. I'm also delighted that Riga is today hosting the second 3Cs initiative parliamentary forum. Parliaments pass the laws that make our countries more attractive and efficient for investments. The chambers of commerce of our countries, too, continue to support the 3Cs mission goals and aims. This year's meeting of Chambers of Commerce in Riga is very timely and will certainly boost the practical dimension of our initiative. Dear colleagues, the building that Ukraine will require after this war has ended, in victory, I'm sure. In our summit discussion, we will look for the best ways to connect Ukraine with the rest of Europe. I envisage a close partnership given our neighboring geographical situation and our strong common values. Here I want to call for a positive decision at this week's European Council to grant European Union candidate status to Ukraine. The people of Ukraine have shown incredible bravery and determination to fight for their freedom, for European values. If a new Iron Curtain is descending, it must land at Russia's border, not across its neighbors. Today, Europe is incomplete without Ukraine. The European Union has rebuilt Europe after the Second World War and again after the Cold War. And now it must continue this work for peace and freedom in Europe. Excellencies, dear friends, we have much to discuss and much to do. Again, welcome in Latvia, and I hereby declare the 7th 3 Initiative Summit open. So, dear colleagues, now I will give the floor to our special guest, President Volodymyr Zelensky of Ukraine. I will say that the interpretation for Ukrainian to English is on Channel 6. Dear Volodymyr, we are all deeply honored that you take the time to be with us today. Still in video format as Russia's war continues and Ukraine heroically resists. Here in Riga, at the 3Cs Initiative Summit, are gathered your closest Western neighbors and friends. We are also honored to have with us Madame Olena Kondratyuk, Deputy Speaker of Verkhovna Rada, here with us today. We stand with Ukraine. We want to use the 3Cs platform to support you. Dear Volodymyr, the floor is yours.
Дуже дякую, пане президенте. Дякую за всі теплі слова щодо підтримки України, за те, що зараз було сказано, за те, що ви зробили і наші друзі зробили для міцності нашої держави. Шановні колеги, пані та панове, я також вдячний за запрошення, пане президенте Левіце, вдячний вам і маю честь звернутися сьогодні до всіх присутніх. Розпочну своє звернення одразу з головного, зважаючи на наш дорогоцінний час. Почну одразу з того, що ми пропонуємо. Перше, Україна має бути учасницею ініціативи трьох морів. Це неправильно, що наша держава залишилася за межами цієї прекрасної ініціативи. Ми маємо знайти формат, в якому змогли би реалізувати приєднання. Достатньо лише одного погляду на географічну мапу нашого регіону, щоб зрозуміти, що тільки з Україною всі наші країни можуть реалізувати увесь свій потенціал – економічний, інфраструктурний потенціал, соціальних зв'язків між нашими країнами, нашими людьми та історичні основи життя у нашому регіоні. Виходячи з цього, моя друга пропозиція – посилити трактовку співпраці в рамках Тримор'я. Кожна сфера, якою ми можемо займатися разом в рамках цієї ініціативи, вона ж насправді про безпеку. І передусім це логістика. Погляньте, будь ласка, на українську ситуацію зараз. Саме держави Тримор'я – це наш зв'язок з вільним світом. Постачання зброї для України, постачання пального, збереження життєво важливих транспортних потоків, зелені коридори для експорту українського продовольства, міграція людей. Все це працює через територію держав-учасниць цієї ініціативи. І так само Тримор'ю судилося стати ефективним тилом для будь-якої країни нашого регіону, якщо і їй також, не дай Боже, звісно, буде загрожувати Росія. Коли приходить ворог, усе має значення. Дороги, залізниця, порти, енергосистема, швидкість на кордонах, навіть звичка працювати разом. Ось чому наш обов'язок поглиблювати всі зв'язки на цьому просторі. Саме ці зв'язки – це наша безпека зрештою. Третя пропозиція – енергетика. Україна має одні з найпотужніших газових сховищ в регіоні і розгалужену мережу постачання газу. Тому, співпрацюючи з сусідами, використовуючи потужність інтерконекторів, Польща, Словаччина, Польща, Україна, а також наявні в регіоні СПГ-термінали, ми можемо задовольнити потреби усіх країн Тримор'я. Вже після початку повномасштабного вторгнення Росії ми приєднались до енергосистеми Європейського Союзу. І зараз наш експорт електрики може стати тим внеском в енергобаланс ваших країн, який допоможе вам стати повністю незалежними від російського енергетичного тиску. Четверта пропозиція. Ми маємо зробити все, щоб трансєвропейський коридор Віа Карпатія запрацював на 100%, з'єднавши Північну та Південну Європу. Україна при цьому може відігравати роль одного з логістичних центрів. І ми готові приєднатися до Віа Карпатія вже зараз. Ми готові інтегруватися в європейську залізничну мережу, зокрема через залізничну лінію Варшава-Київ та вихід до залізничного коридору Rail Baltic. Ми маємо працювати і надалі над розширенням пунктів пропуску на кордонах нашої держави. П'ята пропозиція. Україна може надати підтримку багатьом інфраструктурним проєктам у сфері діджиталізації і посилити наші регіональні цифрові зв'язки. Враховуйте, що український досвід боротьби з кіберзагрозами є дійсно унікальним і може бути дуже корисним для кожної з ваших держав. І шоста пропозиція – участь у проєкті відбудови України. Це буде найбільший економічний проєкт нашого покоління. Політики часто говорять, що економічний добробут – це основа національної безпеки. І це дійсно так, але зовсім не так часто, як вони це говорять, політикам вдається реалізувати цей принцип. Тобто зробити економіку настільки сильною, що й держава стає достатньо могутньою. Зараз у нас з вами є такий історичний шанс. Але зможемо його використати тільки якщо будемо працювати спільно, разом. Потенціал України потрібен Тримор'ю. Ми готові, ми цього хочемо. Україна вперше запрошена до участі сьогодні в саміті ініціативи трьох морів. Я вдячний. Однак, ви ж знаєте, поки триває ця війна, а я не можу залишити державу, тому не можу бути з вами зараз. Але впевнений, що ви можете вже зараз долучити нас до участі в конкретних інфраструктурних проєктах і знайдете статус, який дозволить нам брати участь в діяльності вашої ініціативи. Я вірю, що це можливо. Дякую за увагу. Слава Україні!
Dear Mr. President, dear Volodymyr, thank you very much for your statement. We will make the best use of our discussions in order to reflect on your remarks and find ways to help Ukraine. And we invite you to be our partner. So then we will go further with 3 video messages. First from the US Secretary of State, Mr. Antony Blinken, then Minister of Foreign Affairs of Japan, Mr. Yoshimasa Hayashi, and the Foreign Secretary of the United Kingdom, Mrs. Liz Truss. Please.
Hello, everyone. President Levits, Foreign Minister Rinkovich, thank you and all in Latvia's government for your leadership of the 3 Cs initiative over the past year and for hosting this timely summit. I'm honored to have the opportunity to address so many heads of state and other distinguished representatives from some of our closest allies and partners. Since its launch in 2015, the 3 Cs initiative has always been about more than just boosting investment in the region's economic development. It's been about building on the region's shared interests and values: democracy, transparency, the rule of law, free markets, and the recognition that the member states are better positioned to expand opportunity if they are more connected with one another, with the rest of Europe, and with fellow democracies like ours. The United States has been invested in the success of this effort from day one, because we know that the international rules-based order is stronger with a more integrated, prosperous, and democratic Central and Eastern Europe. The Russian government's war of aggression on Ukraine has made the work of the 3 Cs initiative even more urgent for all its members and partners, and for each of the initiative's areas of focus: energy, transportation, digital communications. Even before February 24th, achieving greater energy security required the diversification of sources, supply routes, and types of energy. The European Union's embargo on Russian oil and its plan to significantly reduce Russian natural gas imports has made this work a necessity. Greater energy independence will make member states less vulnerable to the Kremlin's coercion. It will deprive the Russian government of massive resources that's used to help bankroll its attack on the independence of Ukraine, not to mention several other countries in recent years. Across the region, the path to energy independence increasingly runs through renewable and carbon-free energy. This will move the region and the world closer to the targets our nation set at COP26, which are vital to preserving our majestic planet and adapting to the changes already affecting the region. As President Biden so often points out, it also offers a once-in-generations opportunity to create sustainable, good-paying jobs. Second, President Putin's war of choice has highlighted the critical importance of strong transportation infrastructure. The region's roads, rails, and airfields have been used by NATO to move personnel and equipment in order to reinforce the alliance's eastern flank. They've been used to get life-saving humanitarian and security assistance into Ukraine and to get nearly 6 million civilians out of Ukraine, most of whom have found refuge and remarkable generosity in your countries. And finally, as the Russian military continues to block Ukraine from exporting grain by sea, this same transportation infrastructure is increasingly vital for getting food out of Ukraine, so that it can reach tens of millions of people at risk of starvation in the growing global food security crisis. Third, Russia's aggression is a stark reminder of the need for strong digital communications networks in the region. For years, the Russian government has exploited digital network vulnerabilities to undermine democracies, including in the 3 Cs region. Since launching its war on Ukraine, the Kremlin has deployed cyber attacks to target the country's government and civilian infrastructure. The fact that these networks are also used to share sensitive information among allies and partners makes their security and resilience all the more crucial. In each of these 3 priority areas, 3 Cs member countries are taking meaningful steps, often with the support of the United States. To give just a few examples, Poland has invested in the Baltic pipeline to import. Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia stopped importing Russian gas and have committed to increasing green energy production. Romania passed legislation that will keep untrusted vendors out of the development of its 5G network. We're working across the region to support the development of safe, clean, affordable nuclear energy, from providing technical support to helping develop projects with U.S. reactor technology. And in nearly all of the member states, the U.S. private sector has long been the largest source of foreign direct investment outside of Europe. Some of America's most successful companies are taking part in the summit's Бизнес-форум, which is testament to the prospects that they see in the region. We're stepping up to do more. The CEO of the U.S. International Development Finance Corporation, Scott Nathan, is leading our interagency delegation to this year's summit and will address the group shortly. So I'll leave the announcement to Scott, but I'm pleased to share that the DFC will be providing major new financing for the 3Cs Investment Fund, which will catalyze even more private investment in the region. There's a reason that President Biden, Vice President Harris, Secretary of Defense Austin, Commerce Secretary Raimondo, and myself, among so many others in this administration, have traveled to the 3Cs region in the last year. We know this effort matters more now than ever. It matters for advancing the long-term prosperity of Central and Eastern Europe. It matters for strengthening a Europe that is united, democratic, and free. It matters for deepening the resilience of allies on NATO's eastern flank. And ultimately, it matters for showing that if we work together, democracies can deliver on meeting the most fundamental needs of our people. For all those reasons and more, I wish you a very productive summit.
Your Excellency, Mr. Levits, President of the Republic of Latvia, distinguished participants, greetings from Tokyo. I am honored to say a few words on behalf of Japan at the 3Cs Summit, bolstering regional cohesion and connectivity across the Baltic states and Central and East. Especially now, faced with Russia's aggression against Ukraine, there is a renewed sense of urgency in bringing people together to advance this agenda. Thus, the 3Cs initiative is now more significant than ever. Japan, as a like-minded partner to this region, sharing fundamental values and principles, is keen to step up our engagement with this initiative. Japan was one of the very first countries to recognize the independence of the Baltic nations more than 100 years ago, and it was the first country in Asia to engage the Visegrad Four. Building on such long-standing friendly ties, Japanese companies can contribute with their cutting-edge technologies and expertise to strengthening connectivity and developing infrastructure in the areas of energy. Initiative focuses on. The government of Japan is ready to encourage Japanese companies to participate actively in projects under this initiative, and we are keen to work more closely with member countries to that end. Finally, with the deep awareness that the security of Europe and Indo-Pacific is inseparable, Japan remains determined to confront the current situation in Europe together with our like-minded partners in the region, including providing assistance for Ukraine and its neighboring countries. At the same time, Japan is committed to working actively with the members of the 3Cs initiative to enhance their resilience and prosperity. Thank you for your kind attention.
President Levits, Excellencies, I'm pleased to address you today. Recent months have shown the importance of free nations standing united. Together, we're showing our strength by supporting Ukraine's fight for freedom. Many of our friends in Central and Eastern Europe have shown remarkable boldness, knowing only too well the cost of Russian aggression. The United Kingdom has long been invested in this region's security and prosperity. That's why we've reinforced NATO's eastern flank this year by doubling our troops in Estonia and Poland. And it's why we're a proud supporter of the 3Cs initiative. Groups like this are key to proving that aggressors cannot succeed. Vladimir Putin is not just targeting Ukraine in his appalling hybrid war. He's trying to hold us all to ransom by weaponizing hunger and Russian energy. He's gambling that the free world will tire in the face of his aggression. We are not tired, and we can never tire in defense of freedom and democracy. And we will show that by doing everything possible to ensure that Ukraine prevails. At the same time, we must learn the lessons of this crisis by taking a new approach, which recognises the role of the economy at the heart of our security. For too long, countries have used their heft to coerce and exert control. That ranges from Russia with oil and gas to China with technology and strings-attached debt. It's imperative we strengthen our economic security by deepening our trade, sharing our expertise in science, and stepping up to provide honest and reliable investment. The UK is taking the lead as Europe's biggest services exporter and home to the largest number of tech unicorns. We're delivering the innovations of the future, whether it's through sharing 5G best practice with our friends Latvia and Lithuania, or through the brilliant British businesses like Rolls-Royce pursuing new opportunities to build small nuclear reactors in this region. We're also harnessing the financial firepower of the City of London as the world-leading centre for infrastructure investment. In doing so, the UK is determined to bolster our collective security. Our prosperity and security rely on the strength of our partnerships, so we must bring Ukraine with us by doing our utmost to ensure its victory. All of us need to play our part in helping Ukraine recover and rebuild. Together we can secure a freer, a safer and a brighter future.
We thank our partners and friends for this statement and its very positive support of our initiative. So, and now I would like to ask the media to depart, and we will start with a closed session of our summit.